We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Smith. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on Williams loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for that. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and 19 Lions. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Geno now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On 4th down, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Ayuk from 3 yards out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air, Allen. Caught by Cobb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. Shoves him aside. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Breece Hall with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. And he is finally stopped. Boy, he almost made it, but not quite. Down around the 5-yard line. What a return.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Breece Hall making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
65
Well, partner,
65
coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back and 60.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come 19, come 19. Ready.
Smith throwing again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Smith. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Get it.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Smith. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Come on, come on. Hey. 19, 5 years.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A give here to Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now Geno on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hall again on 2nd down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Breece Hall now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Bass on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Next to score, Jaguars 28, Commanders 20. Tyler Bass sends the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here, and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Crossing route catch made by Eskridge. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. All again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Turning into a really good performance on the road.